Think about the sheer volume of things you pay for in a given week. A morning coffee, a new winter coat, maybe a monthly fee for a digital banking app. The variety is staggering, but there are structural differences between these items. Buying a physical object, like a tube of toothpaste, is a different reality than paying someone for 30 minutes of their time to cut your hair. Curious, how do economists actually make sense of all this? How do you categorize a physical paste and an experiential haircut into a single logical system? To understand global commerce, you need a universal sorting mechanism. Economists filter every transaction through two simple metrics: physical presence and lifespan. The historical solution to this problem dates back to 1923. It's called the Copeland Classification Framework, and it distills the variety of modern commerce down into three primary categories. This diagram shows the classic Copeland model. The very first metric applied is tangibility, the division between physical goods you can touch and intangible services. The second metric is durability. This measures how long a physical item survives after a consumer uses it for the first time. By combining tangibility and durability, we can map every purchase to a specific destination in the global economy. The first category is non-durable goods. These are tangible items that are consumed in a single use or very few uses. We interact with these constantly. Beer, a bar of soap, table salt. You buy them and you use them up. The physical reality of a non-durable good is highly logistical. It is produced in a factory, shipped across the country, and placed on a shelf waiting for you to walk down the aisle. Because these items vanish quickly, buying them requires frequent, habitual trips to retail outlets. You don't think deeply about buying salt. You just grab it when you run out. Non-durable goods are the sprinters of the economy. Their entire business model relies on a constant, rapid cycle of replacement. On the other side of the physical spectrum, we have durable goods. These are tangible objects built to survive many uses over a span of years. These are the marathon runners: hardwood furniture, a kitchen refrigerator, or a wool rug. They are used up slowly. This chart illustrates the difference in purchasing frequency. You buy non-durables constantly, but a new refrigerator is a rare purchase that causes flat lines in the data for a decade. Durable goods require a heavier upfront cost because they are long-term investments. The consumer extracts the value of that item over an extended timeline. Now we leave physical goods behind and look at services. These are activities or benefits offered for sale that do not result in the ownership of any physical object. You cannot put a service on a warehouse shelf. They are intangible and exist only during their performance, relying heavily on human professionals. This creates a unique time constraint. Unlike a refrigerator, a service must be produced and consumed in the exact same time frame. Because of this, the provider and the client are tied together. The service provider usually has to be physically present at the point of sale. Services are experiential. You aren't paying for what you find inside a cardboard box. You are paying for the value of the encounter itself. If we return to the full Copeland flowchart, we can see how these categories determine the operating model of every business. Non-durable businesses survive on habit, focusing on accessibility. Durable businesses, selling shopping goods, focus on building long-term reliability and brand trust. Service businesses, meanwhile, must prioritize training and personnel. Because the provider and the service are inseparable, the quality of the individual is the quality of the product. These classifications dictate everything from pricing to retail geography. It is why a pack of gum, a non-durable impulse product, is displayed at the checkout counter, right where it is most likely to be seen. The behavior of every item in the market follows the specific rules of its own tangibility and durability. The next time you pull out your wallet or tap your phone to pay, take a second to categorize what you're actually buying. Look at the transaction and decide, are you buying a sprint, a marathon, or a shared experience? By applying this framework, you're looking past the price tag to see how the global matrix of commerce functions.